Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's daily analysis video, brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, everybody. Holy cow, what a day. Markets close in about 8 minutes, ripping to the upside now. Now the spider's up $1 on the day. But when we were at our lows, we were literally $19, almost $20 to the downside from where we currently are here. This was an epic flush out. It was a flush out I saw in spades. You guys saw Friday I was buying a lot of positions. Today I was buying even more, adding to positions, buying Netflix, buying BITO, which was the Bitcoin ETF, buying ARK Innovation ETF, which you guys know I've been rambling and ripping on for God knows how long because of its valuation. But you know what? Today was the day. The charts aligned, everything aligned. Crypto's put in a bottom. I'll show you the chart in just a little while on that. But ultimately, this was it. Already 2 profits off the table here, folks. Taking that Netflix off the table as well as ARK Innovation. The reason I'm doing that is because, honestly, I opened up a crap ton of long positions, so it's smart to at least take a little bit. I don't know what tomorrow holds. Maybe Russia invades Ukraine. We don't know. Let's take a little bit off the table. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and that is what I did. So, amazing stuff, folks. I love this type of price action. Look at the markets just rip here. And by the way, the whole day Peloton's been up, by the way. And last week when it flushed on that news, I said that's old news. Everyone knew it was down. That was down for a reason. You know, it was selling off from, $175 down to $30 already, or $25 already because of that. And Peloton today now up 10% on the day. Unbelievable, folks. Spider's now up $1.90. The market is just going nuts here. Buyers are rushing back in. They successfully flushed out the weak hands. This is what the market does, folks. It makes you so scared. It makes you think things are ending. The world is ending. And in reality, it's a buying opportunity. You buy when there's blood in the streets. That's what I'm here for. I'm doing it. I'm letting you guys know I'm doing it. And I sure as hell hope you followed all the trades. Because if you did, you are sitting dang pretty right now. Nvidia's up big from our entry, and we were actually initially we were down on that, but now Nvidia at 233 on the day after I covered my short earlier. All right, just everything ripping to the upside. And again, Zoom is now green on the day. Affirm is green. NET is now up over $5 on the day. SE is way off the lows. Amazing pounce on that one, folks, nearing $150. And you could just go through these. Amazing stuff. Viacom I didn't add today, but that's up $1.15 anyways on the day. Really amazing reversal today. So huge technical reversal. This is a short-term low, all right? And again, that's Peloton's chart. Let's flip back. There's so much. By the way, I'm going to go back to the Spider's chart right now. Look at the volume. 227 million. What that tells you is institutions were out here buying like crazy. It also tells you early in the day that small investors got absolutely freaked out to the point where they were dumping. I think there was some deleveraging going on in hedge funds as well. Hedge funds that got too over leveraged in names like SE, NET, SQ, which is Square. All of these getting just absolute huge bounces. And again, folks, I am not a shy person. You guys know that. Again, my first trade went out this morning at 7:38 a.m. Eastern time. That was to buy the Bitcoin ETF, $21.10. And again, that is already up almost 10% for us on the day. And you can see the Spider's pulling back just a little bit because we're actually short-term overbought, believe it or not, now on the SPY. But again, Bitcoin ETF trading at 2337 from our entry of 2110. You then look at Nvidia long at 221.30. Then Square, we added to that at 111 today. Our average is 121. Mara's had a huge reversal, folks. We're now in the money, $1 on Mara after adding to that position today. CPNG, did you guys see that one? Amazing. CPNG, That reversal today alone was epic. And there's so much volume in my chart right now, it's actually not letting me change it, believe it or not. There is just so much volume going through my system. Now, granted, I got like 20 charts open, 20 level 2s and watch lists. I mean, it's a lot of data coming through. There's no doubt about that. But again, we can watch the spiders trade into the end of the day here, pulling back just a shade, but it is astounding. Absolutely astounding here to watch this reversal. Not a surprise to me. Obviously, I wouldn't have been buying if I was going to be surprised. In fact, if you guys go, check this out. If you guys go to last night's Verified Live broadcast, which I do every Sunday night unless I'm away or something like that, I said to you guys we could gap lower today, and then by the end of the day, I thought we could be green. Well, lo and behold, the spiders, the S&P is green now on the day, and looks like we'll close in just a few minutes. Looks like we'll hold it. Look at CPNG today. After getting as low as 1660, now at 1830. I mean, it's like 10% reversals in these names. 1690 was where we added. Our average price, 1780, so we're in the money there. TNA was an awesome add. How awesome was that, folks? Adding a TNA today. We're now deep in the money on that. TNA is at $62.26, and our average is 57 and change. FS, I'm not going to go over every one of them. You guys can go look at them on the open positions. FSLY, SE, Palantir, PLTR, Zoom, DKNG, AI, and then obviously ARK and Netflix. Just fun stuff. I mean, this is what I live for, folks. These type of moves, this type of price action where the smaller investor and the talking heads get so scared, and I can recognize it by reading the charts that we're about to stage a big reversal, and that's where we get in, all right? Now, again, I picked up some on Friday and even last Thursday, but I do it small, all right? You know the reversal's coming. You know this type of reversal is almost here. You start small, you can add to it, and then off to the races you can go. Amazing, folks. So let's flip back to the spiders here, folks, as we're just, again, about 3 minutes away, and we're back up $1.30 on the SPY. Let's actually go over to the daily chart here. Daily chart, I mean, look at this tail. Now, by the way, we could easily have a retrace tomorrow. I mean, you could be back down a little bit on this market. I mean, this is such an epic reversal that a retrace of 50% would put us all the way down here. But look at the technical levels. You had this pivot low right there. You even can make a case that you had this one right here, which was a good one, right? There's a little pivot point right there. There was a gap fill right here. I mean, even this one right here, you hit as well. So you hit a lot of technical support. The short-term move was just too much of a waterfall to the downside. If we look at the QQQ, same kind of thing, and the volume on the spiders, 34 million now with still a minute or two left, is just absolutely incredible here. But yeah, I mean, the Qs, and again, my chart's not even coming up on the Qs because the spiders are now just ripping on heavy volume, and my chart's, again, just going nuts here. But again, Qs are ripping to the upside. The Russell turned green. The Russell was actually the one that turned green first, folks, by the way. That was an amazing move there on the Russell. And look at the Qs now up over $2, and look at that. That is an epic bottoming tail, all right? I mean, that's just what it is, folks. It is a bottoming tail on the QQQ. Same thing on the spiders. Now, again, could we do a retrace? Yes, but eventually I do think we're going to go higher, especially on names like we've been accumulating like Square. Square, as long as Bitcoin has put in a low pivot here, you should have a very, very nice bottom on this, and we should be good to go in the near term. All right? Wow, what else to say here as I'm just scanning through my different watch lists as I go through here. Again, markets are just on the verge of closing. Last minute of trading. Volume, even on the Qs, 190 million. Look at the volume. Even going back to previous corrections, we didn't even come close to this type of volume on the QQQ. So, anyways, bottom line is I want to quickly go to the Bitcoin chart because this is one of the things that also alerted me to a bounce in the market today. It actually convinced me not only because of the charts of the individual stocks that we'd been accumulating, but when you guys saw how many stocks I bought today. I mean, we saw, and there's the market closing, by the way. But again, think about it like this, guys, is that, in the history of verified investing alerts, or even prior to that, going back to In the Money Stocks, we used to have the service called the Research Center. How many times did I ever buy as many stocks as I did today, or even on Friday? And the answer is, honestly, I'm not sure if there ever was a point. Maybe at the March 2020 lows when we were down that much. But again, look at the reversal that stood. I mean, there's a signal. When you guys see me acting like a kid in a candy store, that's usually a pretty darn good signal that I'm going to be, eating too much candy and just buying everything up. I mean, that's just a good way to look at it. I would be much more cautious on buying if I didn't see the signals, and that's why I'm truly hoping you guys followed suit. When you guys see that stuff, I mean, the fear. This is what always I worry about, and this probably happened to some of you guys, where you guys are listening to the media, you guys see the markets collapsing and dropping, and it looks like a crash, and you guys get so scared that even when I do it, some of you guys may not react and follow me. That's okay, but that's on you guys individually. I'm here to do what I do, and I tell you guys exactly what I do. And again, not always is it going to be right, but oftentimes it will be, and you got to ignore that fear, folks. Fear is what's going to get you in trouble, and greed. Act like a robot. When the charts tell you to buy, you don't question it. You don't say, oh my God, but it's so scary out there, I don't want to do it. You do it. You step the hell up and you do it. All right? Or you just miss out on lots of money. I mean, that's really up to you guys. All right, in any case, here we have the spiders. The Q's closing up beautifully today. What an epic, epic reversal. Should be a short-term low. I don't think it's a long-term low. I want to be clear on that. But I do think it's a near-term low in the markets, and we'll continue to follow and see where things go. Again, some of these stocks had amazing reversals. Take a look at NET. And by the way, look at this trend line here on NET, and look at where the low was today, and look at the reversal. Very nice there. Do I think this is going back above 100? Yes. It should trade back to this pivot low right here, which is right around 111. So I do think, again, we're heading back north of 100 on that. SC still closed down on the day, but look at that bottoming tail on the chart. That is a classic bottoming tail. We should see further upside on that one in the coming days as well. Again, could you get a retrace tomorrow after this ridiculous reversal, epic reversal? Yes, you could. Absolutely. But again, I'm in the camp anyways that I think you'll see more upside, and the low pivot, at least from today, on certain stocks like this hold up. And what's amazing, look at Microsoft, guys. We were long Microsoft in the day trading chat room. And by the way, 6 for 6 today in the morning session of the live day trading room. It was just money after money, hand over fist. Incredible. You can see the technical levels here. I mean, look at this level right here, and look at the reversal on Microsoft. Apple, look at this pivot right here. See that? That is a huge pivot right there. All right, anyways, I want to get to Bitcoin because, as I was saying before, Bitcoin was actually one that told me I should be a buyer here, and knowing that my chart isn't up to snuff here in the right position, but I can adjust that accordingly here. Just bear with me as I do it. There we go. All right, so there are two factors that told me to buy Bitcoin today, that it was likely at a bottom, and we're almost back to 37,000 now on Bitcoin after we were at 33,000 this morning. All right, and basically these are the two ones, right? So I'm gonna erase these because I want to show you guys how they come about. So bear with me. Let me erase this one and this one, all right? Basically, what I was doing is I was like, you know what? This move to this move almost looks very similar to this move. So I said, all right, let's try this out, right? So let's go to, it's beautiful when your trend lines allow you to do this type of thing. It's called parallel channel. So connect the highest point from here, which was April's high, to the highest point here in November. Drag that line even further out because you're going to need it. And then drop that line down and connect it to the lowest point you got to after that April high, which is right here, right? And look at that. All right, look at the low of today right to that point. The other trend line I have on the chart here, folks, was, let me go to trend lines here. If you go back to the 2017 high, take that high and connect it through this low here, and right through, look at what you get, right through those lows right there, right to that point as well. So again, multiple factors telling you that Bitcoin was going to bottom here. Again, I was on a shopping spree in the crypto service as well today, picking up lots of things. By the way, this is exactly why I picked up BITO today. All right, it's the first time I've ever traded that ETF, but I bought it today based on the fact that you had this, and obviously looking good with that, at least for now. I mean, anything could change overnight, but right now that looks very, very nice. All right, so again, that's good for Bitcoin. Bitcoin obviously showing us some good stuff. Let's quickly go to gold here, the GLD. Gold up another $1. This is borderline breakout again, borderline breakout on gold. Beautiful. I don't have much else to say other than I think it's going higher. I just do. The chart is a beautiful chart. I do think it's going to go higher. Taking a look at silver today. Silver was down a little bit. Now, silver was a little bit short-term overbought versus gold, so it did pull back a little bit. That's fine. I'd even like to see silver come back in here in the near term, but I still think silver looks like it wants to break out now as well in the near term. And lastly, oil, folks. Oil taking a nice little hit here. It was substantially off the lows by the end of the day. Look at the low today and look at this former pivot. Now, again, nice to see it down since we got our SCO and everything, but ultimately I still think it's got more downside to go. And I say we rock and roll with this, folks. Again, one day doesn't make anything, but again, so far January has been epic. Has January not been epic, folks? I mean, unbelievable in terms of the amounts of profits out there that we have been able to take. And again, it's not that, listen, there's nothing different between me and a slow month, right? It's all about what the charts give you. And if there's one thing I have to remind you guys of, there will be months that are slow. Do not force trades then. And then there are going to be months like this where it's amazing. You just have countless trades. Then let the trades, when they come to you, you take them. When they're not there, you don't force them. When you force trades, you lose. It's just that simple. I talk about this in the live day trading room every day as well. Discipline is everything. Knowing how to read charts is everything. Nick has his Market Mastery Advanced group starting up soon. Again, if you were a part of the Market Mastery group last year, this is the advanced. So this is like round 2 with more advanced knowledge in it. So again, I encourage you to sign up for that. I'll put that link above this video, and I'll also put the $2,100 link above this video as well. $2,100 link is the best offer ever we have ever done, and we ever will, for all the webinars. So all the webinars, if you add them up on the advanced education page, it comes to about, I think it's about $5,000, right? We're offering them for $2,100, all of them. In addition, you get access for a full year, versus if you buy them just individually, you only get 30 days of access. So again, that is an amazing deal. Educate yourselves, guys. I mean, you see it before your eyes what I'm doing here. All right? There's no one that can't learn this. I mean, it's connect the dots, right? You connect this low, you connect that high. Oh, look at that. It's a trend line. There's support. Oh, it's a gap fill. It's not really brain surgery by any stretch. It's just knowing how to do it, knowing time factors, knowing how to calculate cycles. It's there for the taking. I encourage you to take advantage of what we offer in that respect. Education cannot be stressed enough. If you want to make money when you're 95 years old and at least your finger works, maybe nothing else on your body moves, but you can click a mouse button, you can make money. All of a sudden, when you become a good trader, you don't have to worry about retirement anymore. Because you can, in retirement, you trade a couple trades in the morning, you make a few $1,000s, you're set. Okay, good to go. Now you go out to the golf course, you go out to the pool, the beach, whatever you want to do. Then you do it again the next day. Click, done. A few $1,000. Go have fun. All right. Have a good one, guys. Thank you so much for being members. Great day. Epic reversal. Take care.